want to see from them.
This first half is going to be very important in both of the off-season games. The team.
Envy, though, kind of pinned down for now. He's still looking for a couple of shots with the Sheriff still. Jing does arrive just in time to do enough damage. Everyone will be waterfalling through from the top of the window now, and that's exactly where PRX
player of the 2025 season is in the middle of the pack, essentially, when it comes to players in Pacific this time around. So we're trying to see, you know, comfort levels and really shot levels at the end of the day to come out from him. So if he's able to be having the impact, finding all the information
through his sight. But of course, you do have that duelist coming through. Instant curveball into the site, able to react all around. Even into the corners, Bane not able to dig himself out. It's just Mako with the Sheriff. Perhaps looking for pot shots through the smoke now. Another to his name. Set himself up. Another sort of one-way. Wild TP, though. Punished for that.
It's an attempt at the end of the day, but Devi's watching that from up above. Just a firing squad going. 2 rounds that they've gathered. Will this be a change, though? Over towards C. Nah, not really. Immediate decapitation.
No, sir. This is not even parliamentary procedure. This is just DRX going in, especially in PRX. Don't quite have the guns. Except for Devi, though. Off the back site. And steps away, eats paranoia, but still tucked into the smokes. Looks for the right opportunity to possibly thwart the spike plant. Managed to take down Mako as well. Still has ammo to go for a little bit more.
They haven't planted just yet. They know the retreat from freeing has gone through the garage. He popped that trademark as well, but
into the right spot. Devi could lose, so heads up duel, but it's not gonna happen. Elevated angles. Shot to the torso.
A lot of attention towards this spot, making think that they're still hanging around. Risky business, though, to hang around the cage when it drops in the open against an operator, perhaps, though, as Devi will find him in that very moment.
They have to get the plant down now. You spent so many players, so many resources to try to get the spike in, but then you get stalled by the run it back. Hyunmin will stand feet to try to send it back, but unfortunately, you lost all initiative now.
One enemy remaining.
So that's where all the angles start to get held by PRX, especially with the operator still coming through. It's another shot for Devi. And PRX will
the line. As you mentioned the Rolling Thunder earlier on, that's going to be the entryway into this seaside as, well, we're scoping out things as something, finding all of the info.
It's also kind of throwing them into a lot of nerves. Oh, Jing able to sidestep it away. And now something, especially having infiltrated towards the back, makes things so much more difficult for DRX. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Bane, can you really fight yourself out of that spot? You can't. No. PRX continues.
The 2 PRX members aren't looking at him. But then the moment that you come out of the form, well, Jing just spots you. Unlucky, mate. Nice try. A valiant attempt. But it does get shut down in the end, and PRX find their 7th. Technically, DRX in this round, but just weaponry and a very nice shot from Devi to start things off.
Right, just look at where PRX are positioned, anticipating all of these plays. They know the drone was coming through. They just set themselves up just right as the Waylay does fly on through. Now it's Forsaken into the corner up top of logs, and instantly decimating 3 more players. Just the last one left, and freeing goes down into the ground. Efficiency of some of these players on these agents too. Jing on the Phoenix, but still, this time a different result. Into the smokes. Hyunmin able to take down 1, but the hot hand still able to burn him alive. Bane to trade back.
Yeah, it looked like a bit
same positioning. If he's able to actually activate. Devi has no idea. Oh my goodness! Now it's a 2v4. Forsaken though, still a chance as he hops on through window.
He knows freeing is here.
Pings him as well. Just eyeing down the corner, calling for reinforcements. Something goes through, but unfortunately goes down as well. Special delivery spent, but this is all costing Forsaken valuable time where DRX managed to claw it back.
Envy's protecting with the Guardian.
Quite a lethal weapon, especially with his mechanics as well. Will get overwhelmed though. Everyone peeking to him at the same time, but now it's something's turn. Did he just smack the table?
That's good timing, actually, on that dark cover as well, because it makes it a little bit harder for Bane to get the utility down, to get the team on in, where he just gets removed from the equation as well. You do need to die at the tail end of this round. Something is just doing them without vision at the moment, killing them and making a fool of things. DRX will drift as well. You can draw attention away from the team, or you can start to sniff out if there's any opponents. Ooh. The double swing called dry is ambitious, don't get me wrong, from DRX, and now they might actually pay the price because of it. Bane will fall after finding 1.
Yeah, it's just so strong, especially with the ultimates coming through as well. PRX managed to seize control that you have to worry about. So turning all around, unfortunately, you throw your bodies into the site and it just goes down into the abyss. PRX move up to 11.
Does have a saturate, but that's all.
Still could potentially be enough. Unfortunately, PRX does anticipate it, but spots out Forsaken by the top of his head. Hermes comes through now with a huge double kill. And that leaves 2 players left on PRX's side. 10 seconds left to go as well. Makes this pretty much unwinnable. Swings through from DRX. And Divide left alone.
Oi.
Trying to gunsling himself out of the situation. He's managed to do a bit, but not enough.
Careful with this utility if you're not taking the further space. That's the generic TP from Forsaken that goes up above. But here you go on the replay. Hermes capitalizing on his opponents. Caught lacking a little bit. Second round in a row for DRX right now, and they're starting to feel a little bit more confident. It's going to be a poke down the sewers. I need the replay on that one. Divide is certainly magic with the sniper in this round, or this map so far.
My sentiments exactly.
And you removed Hyunmin as well. He's been the guy that you look to for DRX to put up numbers.
Mako's still around the corner, though. And all he needs is 1 shot. Can't really TP himself out safely, though. Will eat a paranoia as well. But off to the shorty and another wall bang. He managed to take down 3.
Yeah, feel bad for Envy in that scenario, too. He didn't get a real chance to play here.
We'll see if Divide can kind of pull off some magic as well. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen with freeing around the corner. It's just Jing with an op retrieved.
Because they drew rotations to this A side. Imagine if they went B instead, or over towards C to Marco.
Because that's DRX being able to react in kind. Off the swings, kill from Envy, but still Bane. Now you've got the off angle being held by Freeing. Unfortunately, no more ults for him now. Something going on, a bit of a tear. Divide TPing away. Hermes just sprays down, though. It's down to the 1v1.
Oh, but it's 10 seconds. You got to run and grab that spike. You don't know exactly where your opponent is coming through as Divide. You have to go and stick the plan or look for a challenge against Marco right now. And he is trying to dance with the devil around this side. But Marco with the operator is going to deny. And TRX again are keeping this a bit of a flawless run on because it was so fast. You have a lot of this utility that you are dropping into this one as DRX now. Look at it all.
Do they have the initiative to follow through on it? Oh, look at PRX reinserting themselves back into deep corners. Hyunmin, fortunately, first point of contact, will refract back, and that should be enough information. But then the garage push goes through. The smoke gets set up as well, and instantly already you've got so many DRX players removed from the board. PRX still surrounding the smokes, surrounding the sites. All the exchanges going in their favor with Envy crouching down onto the Classic to bring PRX.
With the late alert coming up good for Divide. Makes it very difficult for that retake, very one-dimensional to come through. And you've just got that off-put line of all the util that PRX threw their way. Around the smokes trying to navigate it. The flashes coming out to buy time as well. Yeah, it just makes it two sides very far. A lot of advantages played nicely. This time though, that's not an advantage at all.
Trying to go peeking a little bit too much. PRX this time suddenly slowing down the pace. You just don't really expect it. But thanks to the flash, thanks to Hermes peeking, just might be a bit of a way to bring things back to even.
And they're going to have to go for the fight at the moment. Hermes to try and take the challenge by his lones himself. Get facilitated, get set up by Bane. A gap around his own cage at the moment. Bane somehow finds Forsaken, but the trades start to come on out as well. And you are so bothered by what you're seeing right now on the side, but it doesn't matter if Hyunmin's going to come out with some shots like that. Now it's Jing in 1 versus 2, and he's going to get off-put by Hyunmin. We go the distance on this map of Haven.
DRX, though, already rotating all across. TP's been cancelled. Hermes tries to tuck into the corner. Still unchecked. Hyunmin able to take down the run it back. PRX have been sent back from whence they came.
And now you kind of question in your minds as DRX, have they rotated back towards the other side of the map? We saw big numbers, but they've got an advantage. There's gaps around, and there's too many gaps around the map at the moment for DRX. Do they think that someone's snuck in anywhere? It's a sensational shot from Divide as well.
Yeah,
Marco and Freeing gone.
Yeah, it's down to Hermes and Bane right now, especially Bane into this spot, but unfortunately he goes down. The heads up duel from Jing. A lot of initiative being seized by PRX. The spike planted soon enough, and it's a 2v5.
Yeah, this is going to be an extremely difficult retake to come in for Hermes and for Hyunmin.
Smoked off again. It's determining for the swing. He's able to take down the first point of contact, but then PRX starts to suffocate him all around. It's claustrophobic, and PRX close out the map finally at a 13-11 scoreline.
It's real damn close to the end of that one, doesn't it? But really, that was the right decision for the SEA squad to go to C with the ult to draw all the attention.
What we saw from them last time around, Jing on that Phoenix, once again.
Try to get the spike down, get as many kills as possible. We'll start things off with d4v, but still Bane alongside Freeing into the corners. You still have automatic weapons. Freeing goes down though, it's Bane with the kills.
And they are gonna not force the plants immediately. They're gonna go for a fight over towards spawn, and Hermes is just going to sit them all.
Yeah, minute mark. At least this is some information for the side of DRX to work around. So all the rotations kind of called across except for Mako. Might be a little bit worrisome. PRX not going to slow down anytime soon, but still, the fragment! It catches Jing square in the face. Hyunmin and Hermes still holding down the angles as well, and Hermes is unstoppable! It's just something left in the round. Can't retrieve the spike. As soon as you peek out, you're going for a fight. Mako could be right behind you as well, so feels completely buried up around elbow right now.
Yeah, something's just barren wasteland right now. Nothing that can be done. Hyunmin is just going to remove him very swiftly, but mind you as well. Some good coordination and tandem plays from the utility coming out from the initiators. Absolutely do love that for DRX. Not even using the null command, having that available where you need, and certainly hinder the affairs of PRX and going for these either execute but just Forsaken.
Oh, and that just might be enough as well. Pop flash through from Hermes, but it's not quite enough. Mako has to be the one to take him down. Then comes the Odin, continuing to hold the angle. Mako freeing, I should say, actually waiting for a slight timing to peek on through. Manages to take down d4v. That's now a weapon retrievable. Still though, the spike continues to tick, and Freeing continues to peek. He finds another! Triple kill in the round, and it's all down to Envy to try to hold it off. The snake bite. Is it enough time? I should think so, just for Freeing to stick the defuse down to the very end. DRX up to 5.
You at least to equalize 4v4. But he rocks the wrong timing, the wrong way.
Yeah, I think that he might have been closer towards spawn. At least Envy will be here to pick up pieces, but still 3v4, not to mention Hyunmin with potential convergent paths.
Yeah, you just switch to a retake here if you need to with DRX.
Some crucial ones, especially with Saturate gone. Now PRX feels the need to continue to pressure against DRX, prevent them from getting into position out towards the back of sight. Still though, the shots through the blaze wall catches Envy, and now Jing goes down. It's just something left, and unfortunately the shot's not quite connecting just yet. He needs to back up, needs to find safe space. Still managing to find the headshots at the end, a double at the end of it all. A Red Bull clutch
from PRX. Coming out with the goods in that round for the 1 versus 3. After the team loses initial space, initial game plan action, you can see the thought process from Jing at the end there as well to try and play anti-flash, right? If there was the underlog to come in from her.
Points away from his null command. Trying to assert themselves through into the smokes. Jing will get the first, a couple more. And now he's got
defensive side rather now. It's going to be a timeout going in towards the next round that you might assume is on this defensive side as well. A lot of importance to see how deep PRX is going to be able to go on this attacking side. It's invested in a deeper pit now as well. That is just going to off-put you, or is it? Mako catching Forsaken Lacken.
All the way through to the other side of stairs, unexpected, but of course it's just going to be Jing, quick to respond.
And he's still got another curveball to throw in as well if he needs.
Still though, a bit of space up towards Heaven being taken by a couple of DRX players. A couple of kills going through. PRX still trying to be extremely cautious. d4v will shut down just a bit more with the shorty than the Phantom to try to tie up the score.
Is the right call.
Nothing in A as well, but unfortunately, even into the corner, some of these players unfortunately not quite able to react in time. It's Envy and Jing though. Not too bad, but still continuing to swing, trying to catch him on the choke. PRX starts to get choked out as well. Freeing, reasserting himself into the site. just something around the corner. And that will be that. DRX continue on with the rounds, but also
to mount some defenses and mount some good decisions and shots. And this sort of execute in towards B when you've got the waylays on this map. The pathing is generally the same under the hut, right? It was the change that I did like from PRX, I believe it was, against rounds such as this.
In DRX fame as well. This time pass closer towards the link area, but at the same time, PRX continue to just flood back in, off of the run it back. Jing onto the rifle, spams into the choke, the snake bite catching onto a player.
Can he get away with? 1, 2. He knows where Devi is as well. This is a 5 versus 3. I talked about it earlier when PRX are in the 5 versus 3s and it gets pulled away from them. So for something to find that kill onto Hyunmin to make it an equal state, PRX are looking to save face in this round.
Light speeds through. Forsaken still has his flash ready as well. Sets up the smoke to block off Heaven, but really want to watch out for the back of elbow, and that's where Mako is. Forsaken able to find the ready exchange. Investigate. Might just be walking into crosshairs or setting up crosshairs of their own. Possible weapon picked up. Forsaken into the smoke with a shorty though. Gets taken down, but not before dragging Hyunmin through the mud. Convergent path sent into sight.
Well, same as an L command as well, so this does start to become a bit of an expensive round for DRX. If they can dislodge freeing, that's going to be great as well. An upgrade of weapons that they can pilfer.
In the map to possibly close it out 2-0. Hyunmin not allowing for any of that nonsense to happen. Holds the angle, outlaw in hand. Flashes through. It's fully expected. DRX just managed to tuck away from it. A Hans gets sent back as well. And now PRX starts to feel the heat. Onto the spike, he sticks it. Jing, it's something. He turns back around, but lo and behold, Hermes Jing has arrived. Sets up the blaze wall to try to slow things down, but it's not going to happen. Still though, with the convergent pass anyway, it's Forsaken onto the judge. Unbeknownst to him though, it's the pincer maneuver all the way from the other side, and that's exactly where DRX plant their flag onto the site. It's just Devi left. He's got a Guardian, a couple of players low HP, sure, but this is so much work to do. Not quite possible. And we're gonna hold on to our seats because DRX says no clean sweeps today. We're going to a map 3.
Just what a destructive half to come out from DRX. On that attacking side as well, very convincing.
This defense, if Hyunmin could get going, gets the op in his hands, or maybe even Hermes to make a few more plays than on the KO Viper.
Not changing though is pace. PRX straight with the runners on in towards this A site.
As always, DRX bringing that stability as well, so nothing too much change on their side. Even positionally, Mako off to the back of Orange, unfortunately. Shot down by Forsaken, but here comes Hyunmin. Sheriff right on through, alongside Hermes. And instantly, it's
and you can definitely understand why they chose to go to Breeze with what slop we've seen from PRX in the past couple of series. So we are trying to barrel roll your way in towards this B site, perhaps as Hyunmin finds Forsaken. And there's some good timing on the back of this util mark for PRX as well. They are just going to try and get in towards this site. Throw caution in the wind.
Especially with the paranoia sent through. But look at Hyunmin, nearsighted, he still finds the shot. And then turns back around as well with more support around the site. PRX completely felled by Hyunmin.
And he'll see his teammates. I like the shot onto that clone as well from Orange.
Would scare PRX potentially, but look at how they just continue to barrel through.
And they still clear all of these angles too.
Bane at least being able to trade right back, but now the site in control for PRX. Continuing to pepper flashes though, and the Hunter's Fury. DRX trying to put some pressure against PRX, and it works a treat. Hyunmin finds the angles necessary, and Freeing now shows up from the back of middle. It's just Envy left. And he's trying to tap his way through. Finds the first shot, goes for a slight tap on the spike as well, but off to the 90-degree angle. Slightly revealed. He continues to jiggle back and forth around. Plays around his opponent's Cloud Burst. Takes down Bane. And slowly continuing to isolate further angles.
Got the dart. Gonna be destroyed.
Hyunmin revealed. But there's one more. He's not entirely sure where he could spring out from. He's trying to bait them out into the open. DRX not biting. Envy starting to budge. He walks out into the open, takes down Hyunmin, looks for the ankle, but Freeing denies!
B-site for PRX.
Where you could still think there's still a chance that this goes 8-4. Freeing into the corner around the smokes. Hermes taking down Forsaken as he TPs across.
Yep.
It's 3 players left surviving already for PRX.
And that TP position for Forsaken is so ambitious because it's the normal place that Yoru's send TPs here, but you're generally backing that up with an Astra ultimate and a little bit of a pocket. They're not playing the Astra anymore, so it's a very risky TP into the open without the team to help you there. A missed op shot comes on through, but it's still a 2 versus 5 that PRX have to really try and dig deep to find.
Last round of the half anyway, you might as well go for it. A wild step in from Jing. Retrieves the spike and wants to set
versus 3. You lose a 3 versus 1, and that is not going to happen here for DRX. They will win that convincingly at the end. And that is going to be an 8-4 half that they will come away with from the pillar and immediately brings out the dark cover. Feels like the mindset there is either dashing on the jet that you used to do, or it's pulling out the curveball that you did on the Phoenix previously. It's just falling into a state of comfort because you play 2 maps as the Phoenix. You're going for a pick like that. You're thinking, I'll flash around the corner. Oh, I'm playing Omen Smokes. Wrong click, misclick. Oh no.
Let's go.
Regardless, 4-4 to 4. Technically overwhelmed at the moment. It depends on the pathing of DRX. He's trying to hold the way that he can. The pistols, they're looking pretty good for DRX. Don't get me wrong. There's some kills here.
For DRX, that's right.
Envy as well.
Still continue to push through. They've picked up the Stinger.
Yep.
Taking some damage from perhaps the Viper utility somewhat.
Oh, this is going to be down to timing as well for Envy, isn't it?
Oh, they're
He's
still
just got around.
Yeah, Envy can hear all of this, but as he swaps through, it's Mako getting the drop.
Oh, the timing on the drone as well is going to be ill-advised, and Jing will capitalize on that one. It is
PRX trying to get a go, but not quite finding too much. It's Envy.
How's he found that? He had a dart earlier on. Just absolutely wallbanged him. Take a throwback with Hunter's Fury in store if required, but now getting a little bit overzealous and ambitious, but it's rewarded.
Okay. Really slows things down for the side of DRX, not to mention this judge on the other side of the door.
It's uncharacteristic for PRX though, isn't it, mate? They are playing super slow, and maybe they needed to at the moment as something just roars for 2, and Marco will be spotted in just a mere moment.
Okay, still spots up the head by the end of the flash at least. Back into cave, shot, but he swings out wide. Envy with the Guardian. Hanging out towards tunnel at least. PRX.
There we go. This is where it could happen.
Oh my god. Envy here to save the day a little bit. You got a little toxic screen set up as well. Devi hungry for more though. Up to the top of the ledge, he finds a couple. And then here comes Forsaken. Spinning back around. Just say. Still though, PRX. Same flood, same procedures. It's Forsaken this time. Off the blind sides. DRX tucked into, I guess, the left side off the site. Got Bane in with Hunter's Fury and some other utility as well, but this might not be the round to deploy.
No.
He sends out the shock darts. PRX trying to get onto the spike, and they've got the smoke surrounded. Recon's through, Hermes down, and that's just Devi doing his thing into cave. No survival for DRX. Solid
something. Do they suspect he's on the line? He's dashed the wrong way. How is he still alive? He's not. Okay, cut down to size. An advantage finally for DRX. This is probably the best chance they actually have because no one is on this A site anymore for PRX.
And didn't think to it. Why would DRX suddenly explode off into the A site? But now it's an off.
You have to pit right now. You need all that you can to try and win this round. Bane playing the distance game with the Hunter's Fury.
Into the pit as well. And you're right, Hunter's Fury is online. Setting up, waiting for it, as PRX tries to surround and get themselves into this territory that's been set up by Mako. He's got a frenzy as well, so this game plan completely clear. Hyunmin, with the Blade Storm, eliminates yet another, but there goes Jing, trying to work with what he can actually find. Still though, the hugest obstacle off the site of this round. It's just completely blocking PRX's path to success. Mako gets on A site. He actually circles around, trying to get ahead of the wave. It's Hyunmin, managed to spot him out. In with his shot, at close range. Devi, though, out from the back of Orange, works with the information retrieved by his teammate and finds 3. Hermes answers back, pops off the flash, looks for a bit more, but gets shut down by his Yoru. Blown out. Forsaken just reads all of it, sends a shot right through. A second! And off goes Mako as well, trying to play around the screen. Still has to watch out, though, because opponents all around. As PRX get themselves back into line. Something gets sussed out.
Yep, you'll take that kill any day of the week. A 3 versus 3, you need to start to look for the plant to go down. As Bane has Hunter's Fury as well, you've still got Freeing. What stars do you maybe still have available as well for that Gravwell? As Marco finds the 3K in the round, Freeing finds Envy. This is looking better for DRX to hold on to dear life.
Bring it to a 10. Devi, though, still in the game, but gets spotted out by the barrel. Freeing's position untenable.
Because by the timing that is slipped in
Devi.
for Devi, he finds Hyunmin.
He got ahead of the drift, and then the Hunter's Fury gets pulled out as well. Envy fires back as Bane unfortunately gets silenced. Still, though, into sight, Mako has managed to take down his opponent. Now, they set themselves up.
Bang going for the plant as well. Jing to reposition to the back of A lobby. No one can hear this one. How long does Marco stay around? Jing spotted him, but doesn't reveal himself too early. Plays the trigger discipline right now as Jing scales up, finds Marco.
And now you get sent the Paranoia into sight. Hermes has to back away from it. He's backed up by his teammate, though, but they get spotted out by something. Jumping through with Forsaken onto the shorty. Bane still stays alive. His teammate fallen, and there goes something with the operator punched through. It's diabolical from PRX to end it in this fashion, 13-10. They surround the site. They plant their feet down, and they send